And welcome back, YouTube, to The Zone, TV movie entertainment, continuing off my X-Men reviews. Now I get to talk about the next movie. I already talked about the first three, so if you want to go check those out, you might as well just go check those out. Like I said, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this one, because this one's pretty big. It is the first standalone character for the X-Men world. This is Logan's movie, also known as Hugh Jackman, also known as Wolverine. X-Men Origins Wolverine. I actually have it right here. Great movie. Great movie. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. A couple of reasons. One, because this is basically telling the story and going back to Wolverine's childhood, all the way through all his wars, because, he does have that power. If you don't know who Wolverine is, he has a power besides the claws. He has a healing power. So he can heal, he can't die, he basically is older than dirt probably. But yeah, this movie goes back to where he's a kid in, I think, the 1700s or whatever it is. And back then, he didn't even have claws. He had claws, but it was bones. He had the bone claws. And he has a brother named Sabretooth. I keep forgetting the actor's name, but he was great. You can just look him up. He's a good actor. But yeah, it does tell the story how he goes from the Revolutionary War. The beginning scene is awesome because he goes to Revolutionary War all the way to World War I, II, and then of course Vietnam. Then you meet a young William Stryker who decides, you know what, I'm going to take these guys in and I'm going to, put them a team together so I can do some special missions that only certain individuals can handle. Now, that's basically the gist of it. Then you got the points where Wolverine decides, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to step away from the whole war and the fighting of all that nonsense. And he decides he wants to leave. He wants to live the quiet life. And then he goes off and he goes to Canada. Live the normal life, get a job, find a girl, and be happy. So all this crap happens again where Sabretooth decides, you know what, you can't abandon me. We've been together for so many years. And yeah, I'm coming after you. You're going to listen to me at one point. So he comes back. He kind of kills his girlfriend. And then shit goes down where he has to now find help. He gets William Stryker to come back. Stryker finds him first, obviously. And then he goes with him. And then William Stryker gives him the adamantium. Now, the adamantium is a special metal that is basically... Well, in the comic books, adamantium was created from vibranium. If you don't know, vibranium is obviously from Captain America's shield, but since Disney owns the rights to that, they can't use that. So, we have adamantium. That's where Wolverine's claws is from. Basically, his whole skeleton is from his skull all the way to his chest and his arms are basically from adamantium. Basically, he's indestructible. So now he has it, now he wants to go fight Victor Creed, also known as Sabretooth, and go kill him. Then you meet a whole bunch of other characters that, were not in the other movies, but are in this movie. You meet the Blob, you meet... I think the guy from Black Eyed Peas is in this movie. I can't forget who his name in the movie is, but he's in the movie. He was actually pretty good. I liked him a lot. He can teleport. Very cool character. You also have Ryan Reynolds in this movie, and he plays a certain character we all know and love. He plays Deadpool. Yep, he plays Deadpool. And yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But like I said, I enjoyed this movie a lot. Taylor Kitsch as Gambit really worked. I enjoyed that a lot. This movie is fun. It really got me to know the character of Wolverine a lot better. I mean, I knew a little bit, but as a person who didn't read the comic books as much, I didn't really need too much until I saw this movie, and I was like, that's Wolverine. And he had a really messed up life, if you really want to think about it. I mean, the guy lived for so many years, and, he can heal, he can't die, he just keeps going and going and going. So, yeah, now this is basically a revenge movie because he thinks his girl's dead, but then she comes back. And then they just basically tricked them to make Deadpool stronger. And like I said, I really enjoy this movie, but there's only one big problem with this movie. They basically destroyed Deadpool in this movie. Yeah, Deadpool's called the Merc with the Mouth for a reason. The guy can talk like there's no tomorrow. If you've seen the Deadpool movie, everybody tells him to shut the hell up. Like, why you keep talking? Doesn't want to turn off his mouth. They basically shut his mouth completely, and he would look like that Mortal Kombat guy, Baraka, with the two blades. First of all, Deadpool don't have those. No, he does not have that. Of course, he has a healing factor, but yet his healing is a lot faster than Wolverine's any day of the week. And they basically butchered him. And if they didn't have done that, Deadpool would have been awesome. But, go figure. But they, you know what? I'm kind of glad they did this because, honestly, if they didn't butcher him in this movie, I don't know how this Deadpool movie wouldn't have been. You know, I think if we would have gotten the right Deadpool in the Wolverine movie, I don't know if we wouldn't have gotten the Deadpool movie now. So that's the only upside to that. But other than that, like I said, I really enjoy this film for what it is. Great action, great. You know, Wolverine's awesome. He's one of my favorite characters, period. I really like this movie. But like I said, there are problems in this movie, obviously. The CGI in this movie, it could have done better. We were at a point where the CGI was a lot better. I mean, we just had Spider-Man 2 at that time. And the CGI in that worked. And I guess, you know, we had, you know, a couple of Spider-Man movies. And we had a couple of Marvel movies at the time, too. And, you know, the CGIs on those were really good. But in this, CGI was kind of like, in certain scenes, the Wolverine claws was just like animated. It looked too cheap and too fake. And just like, oh, come on, you could have done better with that. But whatever. I still enjoy the film. I like it. But, like I said, I have to drop the grade just a little bit. But I'll give it a 9. If they didn't have butchered Deadpool or even had him in the movie, I wouldn't have thought this movie would be an awesome movie. But they had to give him somebody to fight, at least somebody equal to him, I guess. Because when he fought Lady Deathstrike in number 2, that was a good fight. You know, she looked it right. She did basically everything he did, but she had fingernails, claws, and it worked. But you know, that was next one too. But in this one, I guess they just needed Deadpool to be in it. I don't know, but you know, whatever. Cause everybody liked the Deadpool, and like I said, if we didn't have that Deadpool in this movie, we wouldn't have gotten the one we have now. So there you go. Well, anyway, let me know what you think about this movie. Have you seen it? Have you ever seen it? Do you want to see it? Let me know what you think. So, thank you very much and have a good day.